you have hair in your special place.
Miss Jamie?
Yo, let's talk Spider-Man. Spider-Man, brand new J's. Yeah, this video is totally coming out late. So, was the movie actually good? Yeah, it definitely is in my book. I mean, hell, I'd even put it above the Tobey trilogy. Yep, apparently all you needed to do to make a good Spider-Man movie was to make our burdened boy even more burdened, poor, and depressed. Though maybe saying poor isn't totally factual. Okay, I'll talk about the movie. But before that, spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't seen it. We good? Alright, we're good. Alright, you saw the introductory card. We're doing an overview of the plot. Actually, it's not that clear when you look at it. I'm doing a plot summary, basically. Someone should really fix that. Alright, you ready? Let's go. Okay, so the film starts with Spider-Man running up a bunch of criminals and iconic villains from the comics. Like a Tarantula, or Boomerang Man, or Captain Boomerang, I forget his name. They cut him in the movie, by the way, if I want to tell you that. Yeah, but throughout the crime-busting montage, Peter occasionally looks pained afterwards. Because he's going through the beautiful and natural phase of molting. Or puberty, or spider puberty? I don't know. Alright, so the reason for our poor Peterson's changes is because his arachnid hormones are actually starting to become more prevalent compared to his human DNA, causing his powers to change and even enhance in some aspects. He actually only really benefits from these changes. His senses, his durability, and spider strength are increased, and he has natural webs. What's not to love about that? I mean, besides the irrational thinking and violent tendencies in high-stress moments, what's not to say it's a perfect okay, I see what's wrong here. Yep, these physical changes may not be the best for his mental state. Or is it? Yeah, so at the end of the movie, he accepts the powers and that he's both Peter and Spider-Man when fighting the Hand, who are being controlled by Jean Grey, who is also played by Sadie Sink. Fuck you, Steve Lacy. Can't have a movie without some morals. So what are the themes of this movie? What are we shown and told to learn from? Well, first, Peter does not want to be Peter. This might sound weird, but let me explain. So Pete constantly does Spider-Man stuff, even when it's starting to put a strain on him and put him in pain. The craziest part about this is that Detective DeWolf says that he can take a break because of how much he's been doing this stuff. Okay, so Mr. P, why can't Peter be a hero? Hey, I didn't say that. I said he couldn't be a hero. I said he's just been doing Spider-Man stuff. And don't question me like that ever again. Hear me? Back to my point. The only times we see Peter being Peter is when he gets food, flowers for May, or just when going out to buy stuff in general. So what we can grasp here is that Peter is not trying to be himself. He's actively pushing it away. He's only trying to be a hero of the people. He's just trying to be Spider-Man. Even if it hurts him mentally and physically as Peter Parker. Don't believe me? Read the note he wrote at the end of No Way Home. He basically says what I said, word for word almost. But what I'm trying to say here is that Peter is purposely giving himself the short end of the stick. This is until his arachnid DNA starts acting up. After the second time Peter gets cucked by a guy named Paul, he goes back home crying and passes out. After that, he wakes up in a web cocoon outside of his apartment. And after he gets back home, he learns that his arachnid hormones are basically beating his human hormones in the race. So now he is more arachnid than human. What's crazy is this happened after he met MJ and Ned after years of avoiding them. Now what could this actually symbolize? Well, I actually really don't know. But if I had to come up with an answer, it's probably something that like, no matter what about you changes, you are still you at the end of the day. And if you didn't like that answer, well, too bad. You should have gone to the other video that was 3 hours long because of one small detail that changes everything. Ah, God, I love this movie, but the characters are just kind of one note. Like, how do I explain this? I think the wolf was a really good option to add. If you know what happens to her in the comics, it's kind of worrying what will happen to her in the future of this next trilogy if Tom does it. But I wish they introduced her a little better, because it feels like she just kind of came out of nowhere. And then like, it's like at the start of the movie we see her a lot, the middle she just disappears, then at the end we see her, it kind of feels like that, you know? It's like, she just kind of just comes and goes, that's it. You know, I guess, you know, she's not really a huge part in the story, so it makes sense, but it just kind of feels like we're being thrown a fastball with like, no context, but, you know, maybe I'm just being stupid or something, I don't know. Some characters I do have a problem with, though, is probably the Punisher and the Hand. The the Punisher is just totally just not what we see in... If you've seen the Daredevil show, he's just not that at all, dude. He's a lot more goofy and kind of laid back in this movie. Like, if you watch Daredevil or his actual own show, or even the Punisher special before this, he's just a really intense character most of the time. I guess it makes sense, too, why they lightened him up. But I really wish they did the dynamic of Peter hating the Punisher. Maybe they'll do it in next movies or something, I don't know, but in the comics, there's just like this disdain that Peter has for the Punisher and like what he does. And I hope we get to see something like that, or at least a semblance of it, you know? I don't need him to fully hate the Punisher, but I don't need him to like him. And the hand felt really forced in this movie, I want to say that also. They say they don't serve anybody, they're just kind of aimless children, which I'm pretty sure is untrue. They actually do follow someone. No, I just fact-checked myself. No, they don't really serve anybody. They were disbanded now, and they're kind of like... I think there's factions of them now, so... I don't know. Maybe this is just a rogue faction that's going with the Department of Damage Control. I just wanted to use this section to complain about these two, I'm not gonna lie. Overall, this is the most comic-accurate Spider-Man movie we've gotten, of course. Like, if you're a huge Spider-Man fan, you'll probably love it. Of course, it has its flaws, like... You've already heard me list them, so I don't think you need to hear me say it again. I really like this movie, though. I wish we got to see the final swing suit from No Way Home. I actually really like that suit. I like the spangly blue. I love the lenses in this movie. I love how you can see his eyes. I think that's a really nice detail. I would crack Galena. I'm gonna take that out. I'll take that out. Well, he's probably gonna get the black suit after Secret Wars, let's be real. He's not gonna be in Doomsday, but he's gonna be in Secret Wars. Also, that post-credit scene, that's Toby. That's Toby coming to the universe in the Fantastic Four spaceship. If you remember from Thunderbolts, if you watch Thunderbolts, it's not anything else. If people who don't like it, they're fake. LARPing fans. I don't know about the hand though, so don't call me LARP for that. I'm sorry. Bye. My friend also got me this artwork from a comic artist from Comic-Con. Thank you.